Good morning. Namaste, everyone. A beautiful morning to all of you. How was your last night's sleep? Good? Okay. So, yesterday you had the earth element class, and now we have started with elemental journey. This morning we are practicing water element class. So, if you happen to have your book, you can open page number 36, but if you don't have, no stress. What I will say will already be enough. So, as the water element makes the 70% of our body, and water element is one of those elements that we perceive through our five senses. Just one moment, Anya dear. Thank you. So even with the elements, we have some elements that are gross, meaning we can see them, we can feel them, we can touch them, and the elements that are subtle. So like earth, water, fire, and after fire it gets subtle, air and space, right? So earth element is all about grounding, that you did the practice that made you grounded yesterday, right? Today is going to be about, I will explain to you what is going to be. But first, let's understand the water element. So, as I said, the water element is a life giver. Life is not possible if there was no water, right? The earth nourishes with by water all the life, the plants, the animals, the nature. And that is why in India, we revere these elements, and we have elemental gods. Like we have a god for earth, we have god for water, we have god for air, we have god for sun. So we call them devas. And even in this land, at this land in Bali, they also have devas, and devas are the energies, the higher energies that give life, nourishes life, and support life. So that is why we consider them higher than human energies. And actually, if we see, they are the life givers, and whoever is the life giver become the Dev. Dev means to give. Dev comes from a Sanskrit word, giving. And the one who gives is either a Dev or a Devi, female or feminine, male, as per you like. So the water is a giver element. And the whole Chinese system of Taoism, if you know Taoism, that the whole practice is the feminine practice. So there are certain practices which are male oriented. For example, yoga is a male oriented practice. It works on awakening prana, raising the prana. And however, Taoism is like a female practice. Mantra yoga is a female practice. So nothing is wrong and right, good and bad. They all complement one another. So understanding water element, let's hear some words. What comes to mind as a quality of water to you when you see water, when you experience water? What is water for you? Flow. Yes, very good. Life. Calm, good. Powerful. Containing, yes. Movement. Fluid. Destructive can be. Cleansing. Soft. Well, you said it all. And one of the containing, you said, meaning it's adaptable, right? So these are the qualities of water, as you all said. And how we experience water is through five senses. We see water. When we see any water body, we see water, right? We drink water in our beverage and water. We feel water So five senses: seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, sensing, right? So we touch water when we take bath or when the rain comes. And smell, body fluids, maybe not your order but others order, you do smell. So we have these, water can be perceived through five senses fully, and it's adaptable. All the qualities you mentioned is exactly how water works. And one of the greatest quality, and the entire Taoism is based on that, is surrender. It becomes adaptable because it surrenders, right? It surrenders to the gravity. From the height it becomes waterfall. It surrendered to the waves in the ocean, at the to the wind at the ocean, it becomes waves. It surrenders to the lower ground, it becomes lake. It it surrenders to the moving and the kind of a slopes of the earth, it becomes a river, right? So, and also rain. So all forms of water, you'll see it's all about surrender. And that is a soft strength that comes from Taoist tradition. And they say, they have a beautiful quote that I really love, and they say water can wither away rocks. Rocks, like, which is the solid substance. Water is so powerful, but power of the water is not right, like piercing, attacking. It's just soft strength. Over time, it also wither away rocks. You see at the riverbeds, the rocks are nicely rounded shaped. It's, how is that? It's through water, right? So when we talk about water in our bodies, for women, it's the most governing element, because we are emotional beings. Well, all humans are emotional beings, but women more so, because we are governed by our menstrual cycle. We shift shape, we change moods, we change, our hormones shift big time, and we are governed through the rhythm of the moon, which is governed by the rhythm of water. And having said that, this is also the place of womb. This is also the place of second chakra. Second chakra is about creativity, and existence has placed the biggest creativity here in the womb. There can be no greater creativity than birthing a life. You can create AI or robots or whatever, but creating a life, nothing can exceed that, right? So this is the place to of the creativity, and it is also a place of life and death, because every month as women we are going through this circle of life and death, when your eggs are becoming and they're ready to be fertile, and then they drop and you get the bleed. So this is a process of life and death, and it's placed over here. And that is why, if as women we don't become fluid like water, there gets a lot of stagnation in this area. This is the biggest joints in the body that store tensions, emotions, and stress. And as a women, if we are fluid in our hips, that is why dances like belly dances were formed, especially as a womb yoga practice, just for women to be fluid in the hips. If you're fluid in the hips, no tension can make home in you. But if the hips are tight, everything is going to be tight in life. Your emotions, your relations, everything. So, loose and fluid hips is the key for women's vitality, right? And also for men, because here we have the reproductive glands in this area. So when we work with the movement in this area, we unlock the bioenergy, the prana. There are a lot of somatic practices these days are coming. Of course, somatic practices are a new version of yogic practices, which is more informed with by the science of how emotions and take place in body and how you release them. But it's actually, if you understand yoga from a scientific intelligent perspective, yoga is the biggest somatic practice. And today's practice, what I have designed, is a very special practice, a very powerful practice, especially for women. And it's part of my program that I'm creating for women vitality, for all cycles. It's in the process. And this sequence today we will practice is intelligently designed, bringing movement that activates the bioenergy prana here and helps to release the stagnation. So today's practice is not so much traditional, but it's so intelligently informed how we can move our pelvis in different ways and how we can activate the prana, the energy here, and release the stagnation, the stress, the emotions we might be carrying. And it is designed to give you your womb power, to so that you reclaim that power that resides within us. And also, um, knowing that the water element is also stillness, it's also movement. So the first part of the practice is going to be a lot of movement, not a rigorous movement, gentle movement. So the intelligence is systematic, graceful movements that move the energy in this area, with forward bends and twist being the center point. And it will and towards the end, the second part of the class, we go into stillness, because also lake, water in the lake is very still, and when the mud settles, you see clear. After we move, it's time to become still. So there will be yang part in the practice, there will be yin part in the practice. And we'll read a little bit from here, as from the book says, the kosha that the water element represents is the pranamaya kosha, which is our second layer. You will today learn about the 5 layers in the philosophy class. And this pranamaya kosha is the energetic layer which includes our experience. We experience ourselves as this physical body, but we are much more than just physical body. So the second layer is all about prana, in which in China you have the meridian points, the chi, right? So in yoga, we have 72,000 nadis. These are the energy channels that come under the energetic layer, which we can't see from the naked eye, but we can experience it in the movement. When we feel energetic, this is the energy body that is active. When we feel low, energy body is not so active, right? So it's second chakra I told you about, and second chakra is all about tasting life, enjoying life, living life, because this is our area. This is the second chakra through which we experience pleasure. So for no reason the sexual energy is here, because it gives us pleasure other than the reproduction, the nature's law. So the downfall of this energy is also when we become addictive to that pleasure. We become pleasure seekers, so we get stuck here. So idea is to experience pleasure with so much totality that it doesn't touch you, and you can take the energy up, experience the higher chakras. But if someone is cut from the pleasure, from the roots, from the first and second chakra, is always hanging on, and you see a lot of spiritual people, they just bypass the sexual energy. And a lot of times people say, okay, yogis did that, but they didn't bypass, they sublimate the sexual energy. There's a difference between bypassing or sublimating. So all the yogic practices were designed to sublimate and channelize the sexual energy. And all the yoga tantric practice were also designed to use the sexual energy, but with the partner. So that's the difference. In yoga, you're working with the same energy by yourself. In tantra practice, you're working with the same energy, but with the opposite polarity. That's how it goes. But we're working with energy, we're working with chakra system. So here is the powerful energy. And when we take taste of life, meaning taste in small, small things. And actually, this today's era with mobiles, everybody is eating and watching mobile, doing multitasking. Everything that you do, the mobile has become the counterpart. Like uh, the second thing with it. So when you put your mobile out, like phone away, and you experience your food, sip of your water, you can see Antoine how he eats. And how he walks, he's taking total pleasure in life. So when you're taking pleasure in your senses, not with the other person, but your senses, you're seeing, you're touching, you're tasting, you're breathing, you're sensing, then the second chakra gets active. So it's all about sensuality in the second chakra. The first chakra is sexuality, the second chakra is sensuality. And women are hardwired to experience sensuality. If they don't experience their sensuality, they are cut off with their ultimate power. Women's whole body has so many erogenous points that her whole body is sensual. For men, it's only one part. For women's whole body is sensual. That is why if women is connected to her pelvic region, she is a power woman. She can create and destroy anything. So we will learn a little bit more about it as we go. For today's class, yoga practice is mindful movement flow poses. We're going to be doing a lot of forward bends and twists. We will begin with lower belly breath and Kapalabhati. Like I said, totality in small acts, enjoying and taking pleasure. Um, so, without further ado, let us begin our practice. You can keep the book by side, and we will also use a beautiful affirmation and some mantras and some mudras to experience the water element. Yeah, so I like you to take your hands and touch the little pinky finger with your thumb. So all five fingers represent each element. This is water, this is earth, this is space, this is air, and this is fire. So the fire, the thumb, whenever it touches any other element finger, it gets balanced. So we're going to touch the little finger with our thumb and resting all four fingers by side comfortably, finding a comfortable posture. Gently closing down the eyes. And as you exhale, soften the belly, soften the chest. Let's take few of those on your own pace, in your own rhythm. And you're just placing your awareness on the breath, not changing the breath, as though you're just being breathed. Of course, we're always being breathed, but we are bringing more awareness to that. And you'll find your breath is changing as you place your awareness. And repeat after me an affirmation for today's practice that is also in your book. I flow through life with ease, grace, and joy. I am flowing through life with ease, grace, and joy. And the last time, I like you to feel the meaning, feel the words as though it's happening. It's already happening. I am flowing through life with ease, grace, and joy. And so it is. Bringing your palms together, joining hands to the front of the heart. We're going to begin with one Om chanting. And as we chant this Om, The affirmations that we just said is going deeper into our conscious, our energy body. Let's take an inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. So I like you to take your book by side and find or remove your props from the mat and go at the back of your mat and come into child pose. Stretch your arms forward as you're in child pose. Let your buttocks be comfortably placed on the heels. Stretching arms forward. And just inviting quality of surrender to begin with. Surrender to the body, surrender to the energy. And one of the greatest thing that happens before surrender, because surrender can only happen when there is no question, when there is no judgment, when there is no doubt. So the invitation for this practice throughout is just to observe when the judgment comes, judgment towards yourself, towards the body, towards the movement, or even towards other. So any thoughts of judgment come, your task for throughout this practice is to alchemize that judgment into acceptance or love. We cannot surrender if we are judging what is. So today we are accepting what is or loving what is. So here what it feels to love what is in this movement. There is no movement, but there is a stillness in this pose. So let's fill this next breath with acceptance and love, letting the full belly in and exhale. And through love, through grace, we raise up, inhale. Now bringing your knees slightly closer together. And we begin our main movement throughout. We will repeat this. We will come to this particular movement because this is what awakens the energy, the bioenergy prana at the pelvic region. Almost like water creates electricity. So energy here exactly creates electricity. What we're going to do is we're going to move our pelvis forward and then back. So this is a movement that actually helps to really circulate the prana in the pelvic region. So we are moving forward and back and you're following your breath. So your movement not be matching my pace. You're inhaling going forward and the pelvis comes back on the your exhale. And here silently repeat once, twice, or thrice the affirmation. I'm flowing through life with ease, grace, and joy. And feel the power, the energy of the words going into this movement. We're going to do 6 more times, so count your own. Very good. Once you've done the 6 of these, then spiral movements, because the water moves in spiral. So how you can make the spiral with your pelvis, with your hips, clockwise first, and then we're going to move in the anti-clockwise direction. So the movement is yours, meaning it is You're embodied. If you feel today is just as gentle, small spirals good for me, listen to your body. If you feel energized to make big spirals, how you like. And changing direction to the anti-clockwise. Soften your elbows. Make sure no pressure on the wrist. You're gripping your mat nicely using all fingers. And take your mind's attention at the pelvis. So, your mind, if it's running here and there, going outwardly, gently request your mind to come inward and stay with the movement as though you're looking at your pelvic region, your pelvic floor, your womb, your lower belly through your inner eyes. And the mantra is saying Adi Shakti. That's exactly where the Adi Shakti, the first primal energy, lives in our body, in this womb area. Beautiful. Now just take a gentle setback in child pose, resting head down for a moment, and take a big breath in. And exhale, soften your whole upper body. And gently on the next inhale, your right leg steps forward next to the right. If you have sensitive knees, I like you to ask, keep a cushion or a blanket under the left knee, because we're going to be staying in this position for a bit. So I'm going to do like this way so others here can also see. So you are here, and now resting your left hand onto the floor, making sure this knee, for some it knee might be here and there, so align this knee and second toe in line before we proceed. Everyone, okay? Now your right arm lifts up and goes back on your inhale. Your back toes can be tucked, and we're making big circle. So there is an element of the forward bend, and we're adding the element of the twist. Now if you're feeling too much tension in your hip, grab one or two block under your left hand, so give yourself some height there, and then continue the movement. Inhale, circle. Exhale, the arm comes forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep going. And change the direction. Now take hand back and then bring forward couple of times. And gently taking the last circle. Now bring your hand next to the foot and gently, first you're supporting your hands, your weight onto your hands. So you're not putting too much pressure on the hips, but gently allow some hip dips. So meaning you're dipping your hips down, but consciously you're letting your hips sink deeper. 2, 3, and that's it. So I'm here. I need mat. Now from here you're shifting and coming into this Skandasana position for a bit. Stay here. Still working with the hips. And walk your hands to come onto the other side. Beautiful, you're all good. Okay, walk back. And then again coming into this low lunge position. Now use two blocks under hands if you need. What we are doing, we're taking the hamstring stretch and flossing of the front leg. We're straightening the leg and back. So if you need block, you can do with two blocks like here, and that will be much easier. 6 times, count your 6 times. Inhale, you straighten the leg, and exhale, fold forward into low lunge. Continue that. Very good, Nana. All right, everyone, once you've done that, now if you're using blocks go by side, and your left knee turns in, and you step your right leg straight, come into this gate position, parighasan position. Beautiful. Now soften your left elbow, micro bend your left elbow. Very good. And feel your long line from the right toes to the right fingertips, stretching your entire side right body. Now from here, lifting the right leg up, bending the right knee, pointing the heel back. And if you feel okay, you can grab hold of that foot, Kapilanjasana. Here, a very good pose to open side body and hips. Make sure your neck is not tense, chin neck up, chin in. Yes, tuck your chin in so your neck is not hanging loose. Very good. Now from here, bring your legs straight down. Walk your hands up, legs straight down, and you're coming back up and then into your this position, knees position in the front. And now here again we are doing 6 times forward and back, hips. After 6 times, take 3 circles to the clockwise and 3 to the anti-clockwise, synchronized with your breath. And really, like I said, the second chakra is about enjoying. It's not what you do. You don't have to get done with it. You want to enjoy it. 3 anti-clockwise. Yes, Tara, I see you enjoying so much. How you can make it juicy. Yes. And second chakra, the water element, is all about tasting the juice of life. After that, now we go into the other leg, same movement, same postures. So this time stepping left leg forward, left foot forward, and raising hand if we need height for the right, and circling 6 times. Mindful circle. So there is a forward bend into the hips and there is twist in the upper body that activates our energy into the second chakra. And the movement is well synchronized with the pace of your own breath. Once you've done 6 rounds, change the direction and 6 more. After 6 of these, you support yourself either both hands down or on the block. Create some space with the block if you feel tight in the hips. And a few times a gentle hip dips. But consciously you're taking your hips and seeing how lower it can go, and kind of a pulses. Dip I'm saying, but it's more like a pulse. Yeah, there you go. And after that, you come into Skandasana, facing this side. So you come on to sit, take the left buttock closer to the left heel. Now walk your hands, go over to the right side. And back towards the left. So all these movements are also systematically preparing us for our moon salutation we will do after a while. Now from here we coming into, one time is enough for now. We come back here into the facing the front, and we are taking the flossing of the front leg, meaning we're stretching the hamstrings, straightening the left leg. You need block, take help of block, and 6 times inhale, straighten, and exhale, bend. Once you've done that, then we do the gate pose and the leg bend pose. So you take your right knee out. So from to go here, what is good to take your arm up, this arm up, take a twist. Now from here you can bend, so you make room and then step your leg back. Now staying here with your left arm overhead, take the arm all the way up overhead. And if you're doing opposite, not the left, then it's your right. Then when I say left, it's your right. But make the long line all the way from your toes to your fingertips. And the upper leg lifts up, bends at the knee, gentle micro bend in the elbows. Hand grabs hold of your foot. Check your neck is comfortable, not hanging loose. Tuck the chin in. Make your neck part of your spine, in line with the spine. That's right. And gently bring that leg down. And rise up on the right knee. And take a side stretch on the other direction for a moment. Very good. Now face the rice field. Place your both hands down and come on to both knees for 6 times. Knees, hip forward and back. Hip forwards and backs. You can widen your knees as you like. If the wide knees feel a little bit more juicier, go ahead and do that. This practice definitely improves your love making, I can assure you. And 3 times anti-clockwise circle and clockwise. Okay, once you've done the 6 of these, 3 clockwise, 3 anti-clockwise, now from here, you coming back, and then coming into this yogi squat position. And for those who need support for the yogi squat, you can take either your cushion or a blanket under your heels. And if your heels are down with no support, it's great. And even with support, it's even great. So here we are going to add in, this is already a kind of a forward bend, and we're going to add kind of a twist. So one knee comes forward and the other knee comes forward. Anybody with knee pain, be careful in this, and then you listen to your body. You remember the crow walk? It's kind of a crow walk. And these kind of practice keep your hips really free and open. All right, so now stable holding, and we're going to sit back. If you're able to, ground your heels and then lengthen your spine. Press one hand into the others in a way that your elbows go pushing into your inner knees. And if it's feeling tight, raise up your heels. That would be really helpful. Now take your left hand out to the side and open up the right arm for 1. And we're doing dynamically 2. We're bringing the hand back in. We're not holding it. 3. Back in. 4. 5. Change side. 1. In. 2. In. 3. In. 4. In. 5. In. Now lift up your heels, and now we're going to almost take the buttocks to the heel as we move for a little bit more twist. 1 and then 2. So you're shifting weight, your buttocks onto one heel and the other buttock onto the other heel. 2, 3. Yeah, keep going with that. You're doing right. Yes, that's right. Make sure you're not holding any tension in the neck. If that happens, tuck your chin slightly in. That will help ease the neck. 2 more times. Very good. Now from here, bless you. From here, bring your hands forward, heels down, and stay here. And like almost creating an energy line from your crown going forward, from your tail going down to the earth. And breathe into this entire space. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Now walk your hands back and open your feet if you need to. And we're going to inhale and add in those energy enhancing practices you did, similar to that. And exhale, squat down. Inhale, forward fold. You lift your buttocks up. Exhale, you're squatting down. 3 and exhale down. 2 more times. 4 and down. Last time. And down. Now we're going to use the breath and the movement. So the breath we're using is exhale through the nose, and look what we're going to do. Hand here, exhale, hands behind. So you understand, same movement, we're adding the Kapalabhati breath and adding the hands, go behind and sit back like that 5 times. Very good. After 5 times, you come sit back, and now from here, straighten up your legs, both legs. Have either one block or your hand down if that helps. Now we're adding the twist. So straighten your right leg as the right arm opens. Bend your left knee. Bend your left knee. And exhale, change. Straighten your left leg, arm goes up, right knee bends. Left knee bends, left arm down. Exhale. Inhale. Keep going like that, following your breath, your inhale and your exhale. A good neck, that heel lifting helps. All right. Now from here, gently both hands down and grabbing hold of your elbows, soften and bend your knees. Let your head surrender towards the floor and take one deep breath here, moving your head side to side. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Place your hands down onto the mat and start walking your hands forward for our first downward facing dog. We're taking 3 breaths in downward facing dog. Push the mat forward with your hands. Bend your knees and lengthen the spine. Feel like tailbone going up and long line in the spine. Now from here, we're coming into plank. And if any lower back pain, you can come with your knees down. And now see what we're doing, taking the left leg and threading under and outside of the mat. And then lifting our right arm up. Inhale. And exhale, we're sitting back down. Sitting down. Inhale, lifting up. It's another version of wild thing. If you love wild thing, it's another version of it. And exhale. Inhale, it opens up nicely your pelvis. And exhale. One last time. And exhale. Bring your hand back, your feet down, knees down. Stretch back for a moment. Now from here, like almost like a wave, you round your spine and become like a wave. Lift your knees. Take the right leg, thread it under and outside of the mat, shifting weight on the right hand, lifting your left arm up, and exhale, sit back, sit down. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. This time lift, lift, lift. And exhale, bring your hand back, leg back, and round your spine, coming into high cobra. And exhale back into downward facing. Now here we're taking 3 big waves. Inhale, lifting our heels, rounding our spine, and taking into upward dog or a high cobra. Bend your knees and take the legs, buttocks up. Inhale, come up. Any lower back pain, you will bend your knees in this position, going forward and back. Bend your knees and then take the legs, the hips up. Bring your shoulder forward, bend your knees and down. Very good. Now from here, downward facing dog, and start walking your feet forward towards the hands. Grab hold of the elbows, crown facing down, stay here, deep, breathe deep, inhale, exhale. And inhale, you're unrounding your spine like in a round way. It's unusually, but we're coming like a spiral wave. Any lower back tension, you will come with the straight back, but here, just gently unrolling your spine. Very slowly, slowly. As you rise up, gently close your eyes for a moment and looking within the energy in your lower body. How does it feel today after all this movement, as we prepare for further some more movement practices weaved in poses. So now we are going to explore our forward bend and the backward bend. But what I would like, it's coming from Surya Namaskara, but I'd like you to add some feminine, your feminine graceful touch to it. So it's the forward bend or backward bend and the forward bend, right? But here we are making it a prayerful, because the femininity is all about making everything graceful and prayerful and devotional, right? So how you can add your devotional element to it: inhale and then exhale, and it's like you can soften your hands. It's not just namaste. Inhale and then maybe soften your hands, or if it feels like namaste, we're going to do a couple of times with the mantra, because you know the water element is charging everything. There's a Japanese um, experiment. When you say bad things in the water, the water turns black or gray. When you say good things, it charges with that good energy. So with this movement, I usually, my practice is to do it with mantra, which I will introduce. But let's just first inhale and feel your graceful forward fold happening. You can either join your hands or soften your hands and inhale. Your wings are opening on the inhale. So softness, grace, at the same time alignment. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel like you're moving in a honey. Inhale. How would that feel? Exhale. Chin, when you're going forward down, soften your knees. Inhale. Don't forget the alignment as you're going with it. That's the condition of any flow practice, to remember the alignment. Inhale. Exhale. Imagine you're moving in the honey. How will you move? Sophie, bend your knees. Yes. All right. Now the mantra. You are all doing great. So the mantra, the jala is called, water is called apaha. So it's very easy. Om and Shanti, and we put any element in that becomes mantra. For example, Om, water is jala, so jala shantihi. If I were to do it for earth, earth is prithvi, so om prithvi shantihi. If I were to do for fire, which is agni, om agni shantihi. So today now we are doing water, so om, say with me, jala shantihi. So let's weave in this. Inhale, Om Jala Shanti. Inhale with Om. Om Jala Shanti. 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 You're saying prayer with your whole body. Om Jala Shanti. Om Jala Shanti. Om Jala Shanti. Last one. Om Jala Shanti. Stay with your hands on the ground for a moment. And gently pressing through the heels and rise up. And by we're adding a kriya over here, let's add first our affirmation in this potent silent space after the mantra. I'm flowing through life with ease, grace, and joy. Twice more silently to yourself, feeling that. Beautiful. Now gently here, you're in the front. We're adding a kriya that actually after this practice helps to cleanse that whatever might be energetically in the way. So this is, we're adding chair, inhale. So just look for a moment and then we do together. Inhale. So once rising, then second chair, third rising and exhale. Once rising, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last two. Now gently raise your arms up and take the index finger out and cleansing breath side to side. Three, two, and gently bring your hands to the prayer. Just witness the energy. I release all stagnation, stuckness, and tension from my body. I release all stagnation, stuckness, and tension from my body. And all stagnation, stuckness, and tension is now released. Jala Shantihi. Om Jala Shantihi. Om Jala Shantihi. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. The next breath, inhale, open up your eyes and raise your both arms up. And exhale, soften your knees and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands down and take your right leg back. And as your right leg is back, step the right heel down. Check your left knee and ankle in line and rise up for the warrior two. Now in warrior two, we're adding a dynamism of triangle in warrior two. Take your left hand behind, wrap it around. Opposite side, yeah. I'll come that side for you all to see me. Now here we are inhaling and straightening and exhaling and bending. Inhaling, exhale, triangle, open that shoulder, inhale. And now weave it on your breath, making sure the knee is not crossing the ankle, so it's in line. And exhale. Inhale, straighten your leg, triangle. And inhale, rise up, exhale. Inhale, rise up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 breath, 1 movement. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now from here, take your left hand down. Step the right foot back into plank. And exhale, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Tuck your toes under, lift the buttocks back, downward facing dog. Take the left leg forward, right leg forward, lengthen spine and exhale. Inhale, open up your arms, press through the heels, flatten your spine as you rise up, gathering all the energy, lifting up and exhale. We change side. Now from here, inhale, exhale, soften your knees, hinge through the hips, lengthen the spine, sit lower down. And take the left leg back, flatten the left heel, check your right knee, ankle, second toe in line and rise up for the warrior two stance. Take the left hand behind, wrap around. Now bend back for the reverse warrior. Straighten your leg and exhale into triangle. Inhale. Anytime we do movement, might be chance that our alignment is getting compromised. So make sure you're pressing the back heel firmly and the face is relaxed. It's the easy movement. We're doing inhale and reverse warrior and exhale into triangle. Invite the feeling of graceful movement. It's not happening a military movement. How you can enjoy the inhale and the rising up. Exhale and the going down. Beautiful. Inhale and the rising up. And exhale and the going down. Last time, inhale and exhale. Now take the right hand down, other hand down, left leg, right leg back. Lower down, your choice, knees, chest or chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right leg up as you inhale. Right leg comes forward on the exhale and come rise up with the high lunge, back heel up. Option to bend the back knee and lifting through the side body length, waist above. Shoulders relaxed, gaze soft, deep breath. Check everyone if your right knee and ankle is in line. Very good. Now, whilst we are here, we're going to add some dynamic movement here as well. So, exhale, and as much as it's allowing, you can shorten your stance and walk your right foot to the outside and then go into the movement. Exhale, like almost humble warrior. Inhale into high lunge. Exhale, and if it works for you to straighten your right knee for a pyramid, feel free. Option or bending into humble warrior. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, bend in the knee, rise in the arms. Exhale, straighten the leg and forward down. Continue 3 more times. Follow your breath. And how you can make the movement soft at the same time. You know, we are moving, but there has to be a sense of softness in the movement. Very good. It changed the energy right away. Very good. Bring both hands down now. Step your right leg back. And your choice, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under and downward facing dog. We're taking the same 2 movements on the left side. Take the left leg up, inhale. Left leg comes forward on the exhale. Stay rooted on the back toes as you rise up with the high lunge. Check here, hold high lunge. Lengthen through the left hip upwards. Gently ribs soften. Soften your ribs, Elena. Yes, lift arms up. And now from here, exhale, go forward and down. Now you see, if you want to walk your left foot more out and inhale, rise up. On the exhale, if it is happening to straighten the front leg, go ahead. Otherwise, just keep it bended. Few times, inhale, rise up. And as you're rising up, you're carrying the soft quality in the movement, grace in the movement, and weaving it with your inhale and your exhale. If you like to touch the back heel down, feel free to do that. Shorten your stance if you like. Very good. Now, last one, both hands as they come down. The left leg steps back. And exhale, lower down in your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. And exhale, forward down. Either arms open or arms in front. Choose your version and rise all the way on your inhale. And exhale, hands to prayer. Close your eyes and look within for a moment. present with the body, relaxed in the breath. Beautiful. Now, everyone, turn your face towards the front side of the class and take your one leg back so you move facing me. And we are into this wide leg stance. Now turn your heels in and check if when you turn your heels in, if your knees are turning in, align them with the second toes. Everyone check your knee and second toe in line. And now you're going to sit low as it feels comfortable. So we are all in different phases of our cycle. If you feel too energized, take it fully low. If you feel you want to stay up, it's okay. We are going to do a couple of times a power pose, my favorite pose, goddess pose. And we are also giving the expression of the goddess, which is fierce. So we're going to take our tongue out, but be soft on your throat. Don't agitate your throat. The sound is coming like so. Sometimes some people do they tense the throat, so no need to tense the throat. The sound is like cleansing your throat. Okay, so we're raising the arms. Inhale, inhale, and that goddess shows your power. Yes. Take your tongue as down as possible. No one's judging you. You're also not judging yourself. Yes, Nana. Yes, Sarah. And last one. Take your hands onto the knees and bring your shoulder forward and in. Give a twist. And to the other side. And center. Rise up. And now finally we are going for which we prepared. All of this is our moon salutations. It needs a lot of hip flexibility, a lot of opening, a lot of breath control, and all these movements. So we've covered all the poses to be done in this moon salutation. It's a longer salutation than the sun salutation. And sun salutation works like this, right? From front to the back. Moon salutation works from side to side and then come back to the side. So it will start on your left side of your mat. So this is my left side. Yeah, I will mirror you. So here I am. So let us begin. First round we're going to take slow and then 2 rounds we'll do on each breath. So first round we're not going one breath at one movement. We are just pacing slowly. Inhale and pay attention how we move. So first exhale, side stretch, inhale. Exhale, side stretch, inhale. Lift your left leg up and goddess pose. Sorry, your right leg. Some mirroring. Right leg. Inhale. Take your right foot forward, out and exhale into triangle. And turn that back foot in, this toes in and hand down into pyramid. Back knee down into low lunge. Now take your right hip to your right heel into Skandasana. And hands into prayer. And if it's uncomfortable, then hands down, no worries. And walk your hands to the side. Now Anjaneyasana towards this side. Lift the back toe and straighten the front leg. Take that your Right arm up and come into triangle. You can have your hand onto the knee as well, shin as well, and back into goddess. So we started here, now the goddess comes here. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Take the leg up and again goddess. Raise the legs up, take the left hand out and triangle. Exhale. And hand down, pyramid, back heel up, shorten the stance. Back knee or right knee down into Skandasana, Anjaneyasana. Now from here we go into Skandasana. Hands here or down, your choice. We move to the side and Anjaneyasana. Straighten the leg, shorten the stand, put the back heel down, forehead down into pyramid. Open your left arm into triangle. Inhale, rise up into goddess. And come. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer. This is one round. We started here and we finished here, yeah? So one more round slow with the breath. And now, because we did it first time, there is a grace in the movement. So when we're taking hand, there is a grace. So this is a straight hand and this is a grace in the hand. So there is a slight softness in the wrist as we move through the moon salutation, yeah? So let's do it. Inhale. Almost like there is an element of dance in it. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Straighten. Triangle. Upper hand down, pyramid. Back knee down comes the low lunge. Hip to the heel, Skandasana. Hands in prayer with grace, other side. Low lunge. Straighten legs, pyramid. Shorten stance if you need to. Open arms, hand to the leg in triangle. Coming into goddess. Taking the goddess to the side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lift the leg. Take the leg out. Triangle. Arms come down. Lift the back leg up. Shorten stance. Down. Coming into Skandasana here. The other side. Face the rice field. Rise up. Open and lift up. Goddess. And take the goddess to the side. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer. Close your eyes for a moment. Check in with your breath. Now let's say our intention and then we go for the last round. I'm flowing through life with ease, grace and joy. Flowing through life with ease, grace and joy. Let's open our eyes. And even if it doesn't make sense, you don't understand the movement, it's complicated, none of that matters. What matters that we are flowing with ease, we're flowing with grace, and we're flowing with joy. So let's do it with that intention. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale And exhale. Inhale, turn the right foot out. Exhale, right hand to the right shin, triangle. Take the left heel up and and down. Back knee down into Anjaneyasana. And then hip to the heel, Skandasana. Move the Skandasana, comes to the side. And facing this side. Lift the leg straight up, head down. Left hand to the left shin, right arm opens, triangle. Comes up in the goddess. Comes to this side. Exhale to the side bend. Inhale. Exhale to the side bend. Inhale. Left leg opens and swiftly come into goddess. Rising up. Now left foot turns in and comes into triangle. Right arm comes down, back heel lifts up, pyramid. Back comes down, Anjaneyasana. Hip to the heel, Skandasana. Hands in prayer and gently moves to the other side. Look in the front, Anjaneyasana. Lift legs straight up, shorten stance if you need, pyramid. Right hand to the right shin, open left arm up, triangle. Rise up into goddess. Take the right leg back to where we begin. Exhale in, inhale. Exhale out, inhale. And hands to prayer. Gently place your hands onto the lower belly. Open your feet apart. Stay here for a few moments. Just gently noticing if there is any judgment, and turn that judgment into love with your breath. Intention of love sending into the whole body. And just saying to yourself, I love to take pleasure in life consciously. Now from here we're going to widen open our legs, and as it goes, the standing pose with surrender is the last standing pose. So what we're doing is standing forward bend, which has an element of surrender, and standing on our 2 feet and yet surrendering. It's a very powerful yet humbling pose, and with that intention of knowing that we do stand firm on our 2 feet, but can bring that quality of surrender into that, with that intention. So I want you to press your heels, turn your toes inward slightly, and feel that opening into the sacrum, and gently hinging from the hips as though the tail is going back and the crown is going forward, and somebody is pulling your arms forward. You're going forward and down with soft ribs, and land your hands wherever it reaches. For some it might be very very easy, for some it be tight. So if this pose is tight for you, I like you to bend your knees generously. Don't think of straightening legs, bend them generously. And if you're one who actually very easily hang out in this pose, then go as wide as you can. And then when you're going as wide as you can, align your hands in line with your feet, and see if you can crown, almost like a tripod hands. Tripod hands. Yes, you're good, Laura. And place your crown down. Neck, no need to force. Shorten the stance, bend your knees, and I'm going to give you the block to place your head. Now here we're going to hold for 6 long breaths. So make yourself comfortable. I'd like you to check where is the weight of the pose. Is it either on the toes or on the heels? If it's in the toes, take gently more pressure, more weight, a little bit onto the heels, 60% on the heels. And see if you can allow the softness in the shoulders as you're holding this pose. If you can allow softness in the face. This is a surrender of a warrior. Surrender of a powerful force. This pose helps us to live with life with the soft strength. Very good. Now from taking last breath. One hand onto the waist, other hand onto the waist. Bend your knees and gently rise up. Very good. Take your right foot pointing to the right side and step your left foot to face the rice fields. And from here, raising the toes up, anybody with the knee pain would gently come down. Don't do this one. And just make your way with your hands down. Otherwise, you come all the way down. And now from here, take your legs back, downward facing dog. Take the right leg up and bring the right leg forward for your pigeon pose here. Take the block or a cushion or the blanket under your right buttock. So we are keeping the hips in integrity here. And bring your, not like this. Walk your hands forward and surrender to the earth. If you need a block under your head, we're holding this pose in a yin way. So you want yourself to be fully supported and comfortable. And notice if there is any tension in the hips, which might be the case for some of us. I'd like you to take the intentional breathing into that area and almost like you're flushing away the tension through your breath. I'm going to fold it into two. Now lift up, lift up. Now gaze down. And I'm just going to, yes, this is good. There you go. Do check that your back leg is not sleeping, it's in line, meaning sleeping as in going outside of the mat or soften this side. Yes, this part. Yes, yes, there you go. Very good, Laura. I'm just going to lengthen this side, is shortening a little bit. Yeah. Very good, Erin. Make your exhalation subtle and long. This has been an energetic water class with a lot of focus and movement in the pelvic region. So I'd like you to really send your breathing as like a Soft, gentle breeze to your pelvis, to your womb, to your energy. Taking last 3 breaths here. And gently exhale, start walking your hands towards the body, rising up. And as you're here, you just need to remove your prop under the buttocks and swing that back leg in the front and hold that leg straight. So you're leaning back slightly, but you're holding your leg back at the shin or the calf muscle or the ankle, and use your opposite hand to hold the outside of the foot and take a twist. Now, this twist at the back hand, it either can place behind or can also put down onto the floor for a gentle support. And if your leg is feeling tight, hamstring is tight, you can always bend your knee. And exhale, bring that back arm in the front, hold the foot down, and now bring the leg down. We're going to open this foot and bend this knee. For those who are fully flexible, no need to bend knee. Otherwise, we're going to bend, raise both arms. Fully flexible meaning when you forward fold, your belly is touching the thigh, then you don't need to bend. If the belly is not touching the thigh, then we will bend the knee to touch the belly to the thigh and stay here in this pose. Knee to head Janu Shirshasana pose. Keep your toes flexed, pointing upward, and stay here for 6 long breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, stay there, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Gently rise up. Now the leg, the foot that is in bottom will go at the back under the buttocks, and this leg will cross up. For the seated twisted pose, take your left hand behind you, raise your right arm up, twist through the navel, either hug the knee or hook the elbow to the knee, and stay here for 6 long breaths. Ground your heel nicely into the floor. No need to tense the neck and look and twist with the neck. Just face where your heart is facing and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Gently uncross, and as when you're uncrossing, we're going to take the twist onto the other side by bringing our head down like so. Very good. Now gently inhale and come up. Uncross your upper leg and making a cross like so. Bring hands in the front, tuck the toes, lift back into downward facing dog. This time, take the left leg up, bring the left leg forward, shin down, grabbing a block or a blanket or a cushion under the left buttock this time. Squaring the hips, check with your right knee and toe in line and start to walk your belly to the thigh, hand to the front, surrendering the head, placing a cushion or a block. I'm gonna double it up. Yeah, now this is great. Gonna give you one block for the head. Here you go. Keep making sure your shoulders are soft. And we're going to hold this pose about a minute. Very good. You good, Lindsay? This is leaning to the side, yeah. Just walk it a little bit more out. That's it. And that's it. Now, sir, now head down. Very good. Now both sides are equal. Is it comfortable? Deep, deep, deep breath in. And a gentle, soft breath out. Thank you, Tariq. Stay some more time. Stay longer. We have to hold this pose a similar time to the other side. Good, good, good. All of you good. Very nice. Okay, gently inhale and walk back your hands. Now the back leg will swing forward and you're going to hold your leg either at the shin, the calf muscle or the ankle joint. Hold here for a moment. And now take the hand to the outside of the foot. Take the arm up and circle it back. Stay it either in the air or down on the floor, your choice. Knee straight or bent, your choice. Stay here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend into the knees, bring the foot down, straighten the leg and open this foot to place to the right inner thigh. For those who are able to touch the belly, can straighten the leg. Otherwise, we'll keep the knee bent, raise both arms up and exhale, lead through the heart, hinging from the hips forward, touching the belly to the thigh, taking the hands to the feet, foot, and rest the forehead on top of the knee. Stay here for 6 long breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and Gently on the next inhale, coming and rising up. And now crossing this leg over the knee, the right leg over the knee, and left heel comes under the buttock. You're not sitting on the heel, but it's under the buttocks. Now stay here, sit tall. Take the right hand back, reach the left arm up, and either you're hooking or hugging the knee. Make the opposite side, yeah. Face the gaze where your neck is, your right chest is facing. Hug the knee, hug it like that, yes. Better so. Breathe in the spine. Very good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, very good, Tara. And exhale. Inhale, slightly forward, yeah. And exhale. Very. Stay here, 2 more breaths. Inhale, feel like you're lifting through the crown and twisting through the belly, like you're almost wringing a cloth. Our upper body is going to the right side, the lower body going to the left side. And gently exhale, come back to center, and we fold head down to the other side to de-twist further. And gently inhale and come back. Very good. Now from here, we're going to look this side for our last forward fold pose, and we're going to do wide leg forward bend. Now here, because your mats are this side, so you both the heels are on your mat. We would like our buttocks to be slightly raised, so your cushion this way or folded into double, and then you sit on your cushion. Let your buttocks be well supported. Now same thing for those who are bending knees in the standing forward bend. You may need to bend your knees here as well, and with bent knees you'll get a length in the spine, right? Pointing the toes, flexing the toes, pointing upward. Raise both arms up, and through that length of the spine, feel like there is a string attached to your chest, your sternum, and that is being pulled forward. So you're leading through your heart and going forward. Rest your hands wherever they gently reach. Maybe you come on the elbow, or you have a block in the foot. Put your elbows on the blocks, 1 or 2 blocks, and then you stay here. For those who are able to go all the way down, please feel free to completely go deep in the pose. Very good, chin. Just we will flex the toes, yeah, upward. We're very flexible. It's not about how much forward fold and bend we can do in our bodies, but more so in the mind. So if there is any judgment yet again regarding the pose or how much you're able to do or not do, please breathe it out and enjoy. You don't have to do 100%. You have to enjoy 100%, if anything. Let your breath soften. hear your breath here and feel your breath. Let your breath tell you, is this too deep, or you want to step back a little bit. And wherever you stop, that is a sweet point where you actually feel home. You feel home in that point. And what is home? It's that comfort. It's that comfort where you don't want to change anything, right? So without changing, just breathing, breathing, and letting your hips breathe here. Inhale and exhale. And a last goodbye breath. Inhale. Exhale. Gentle inhale and rising up, walking your hands up. If you have a block, removing the block, collecting the legs together, bringing the feet in front in a so position. We're going to do counter pose. So take your hands behind you. Stay where you are facing that side. It's okay. If you want to face here, point your fingers towards your feet and reverse tabletop. So press through the heels and lift the buttocks up in the reverse tabletop position. For a counter pose, relax your neck back, lift your navel, your sternum up and hold here. And gently exhale, bring your buttocks down and hug your knees. Apanasana, gently forehead towards the knees. Stay here for a moment. And gently coming up, facing in the front, and now from here lie down on your backs. Very well done, everyone. We're going to take gentle twist before going into Shavasana. So I'd like you to bend your right knee to your belly, keep the left leg straight, right knee to your belly, hold your knee, open your right shoulder to the side and twist your leg over to the left. Stay here and breathe. Keep your shoulder as your anchor, as the ground, as to how much your knee can twist. And breathe. One more deep breath in here. Exhale. And gently untwist the leg. Straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, hug the knee. Ground your left shoulder this time and twist your knee over to the right side. Let your shoulder be the guide to how much you would like to twist your leg. Open this out. Yeah, like that. Give it a little gentle stretch up. Breathe. Very good. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale and bringing the leg to the center. Straighten down both the left leg next to the right. Now gently taking your arms and hugging yourself so you release the skin of your shoulder. A nice hug. You broaden your shoulder. And deep breath in. And exhale. Both hands down by the side, palms facing up. Make sure you're not tensing your lower back. So gently tail down, buttocks down. We're going to stay in Shavasana for the next 5 minutes. I'll guide you for the first 2 minutes and then 3 minutes of silence. So bring your attention towards the soles of the feet and relax your feet. Mentally repeating, I'm relaxing my feet. I'm relaxing my feet. And my feet are relaxed. Gently bring your awareness, become aware of the knees and relaxing the knees. I am relaxing my knees. I am relaxing my knees. And my knees are completely relaxed. Become aware of the hips. I am relaxing the hips. I am relaxing my hips. And my hips are completely relaxed. I am relaxing my lower belly. I am relaxing my lower belly. And my lower belly is completely relaxed. I am now relaxing my back, my lower back, middle back, upper back. My entire back is relaxing, relaxing, and my back is completely relaxed. I am relaxing my chest, my shoulders, arms. I'm relaxing my chest, shoulders, and arms. My chest, shoulders, and arms are completely relaxed. I am relaxing my hands and fingers. I'm relaxing my hands and fingers. My hands and fingers are completely relaxed. I'm relaxing my face, my head, relaxing my face and head. My face and head is completely relaxed. My whole body is completely relaxed. My breath is completely relaxed. And my mind is completely relaxed. Relaxed. And gently coming back, moving the fingers, the toes, your head. Taking a good stretch out of the Shavasana, raising your arms if you like. Give yourself a two-direction long stretch, 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 stretch. And relax, turning onto your right side. Take a moment there. And when you're ready, just coming up in a seated posture. And joining the palms together. And chant the Shanti mantra. Take an inhale. Shanti, Shanti. Beautiful. Let's share the merits, the goodness of our practice with all sentient beings. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all enjoy their lives. Namaste.